Name each polynomial by degree and number of terms. So you've got two different things you're looking for, degree and number of terms. So the number of terms is the easier thing. In problem 1, there are 2 terms. You can see 1 and 2 terms. That makes this a binomial. Bi meaning 2, binomial. The degree, for the degree, you're looking at the exponent on the variable, all right? The biggest exponent on the variable. So this degree is degree 1, and degree 1 makes this linear. So name the polynomial. We have a linear binomial. For problem number 2, you can see this one's also a binomial. 2 terms. But the degree is 2. And a degree 2 polynomial is called quadratic. And so we have a quadratic binomial. Problem number 3 has 1, 2, 3 terms, making it a trinomial. And the degree is 3. Degree 3 is cubic. It's a cubic trinomial. The last one only has 1 term, which makes it a monomial. Now, if you notice, there's no variable, and so we can say the degree is 0 if you want, negative 9x to the 0 power. The degree is 0. Think about it this way. If there is no variable, it would make sense to call this a constant, and that's what this is. This is a constant monomial. Next, we're going to describe the end behavior of each function. There's only 4 things that are possible. It can go up, or down and down, or down and up, or up to down. That's it. Those are the 4 different possibilities. So we've got a couple of different indicators to look at. You should be able to tell that these 2 are even functions. They're even functions when they're both the same, like up and up or down and down. And then these 2 are odd functions when they're different. One's up and one's down. And so you're going to be able to tell that by looking at each of these equations. What you're looking for specifically is this very first term. Okay, the degree tells you if it's odd or even. Well, we have an even number, so we know this is an even function. It's either going up, up, or down, down. Now we look at this negative, and the negative is what tells me that it's going down. So we know it's an even function because of the even degree, and the negative tells me it's pointing down. This end behavior is going to be down and down. So then we look at the next one. Your first indicator is this is an odd function. We know this is an odd degree. It's a degree 3, so it's an odd function. So the 2 ends are going to be up and down. And then you look at the first number. The first number is positive 1. The coefficient in the front is a positive number. And so you pick the one that looks like a positive slope. The one that's going positive, the one that's going uphill, is down and up. So this one has an even degree and a positive first coefficient. So I know it's up and up. Then this one has an odd degree and a negative coefficient. So I know it's going downhill like this. So up and down, I guess. Up and down. It's going downhill. That's a negative odd. Use technology to help sketch the graph of each function. So I showed you how to do this by hand. You could always just plug numbers in and stuff, but we're going to be able to use technology here, so let's take advantage of that. So go to my website here, goldadder.com, and then click on the math links and go to Desmos. Or, of course, you could just go straight to Desmos if you want. And we're going to type in this function here. So we'll call this y, but y equals negative x to the fourth plus 3x squared minus x minus 3. Okay, so this test is going to be a multiple choice test, so you're just going to pick the one that matches this. All right, if you had to sketch it, I don't know if you wanted to sketch it or not, but it looks like, let's scale this down. So what you would do is you would just find the one that matches this. So be very careful and look for like points of interest, like where does it cross? It looks like it crosses right here at -3. It looks like it crosses the x-axis, I don't know, at -1 and -1.5 or so, something like that. You would look maybe how high this thing is, how high this thing is. Look at the different attributes. So then let's do another one. X cubed. So y equals x cubed minus 4x squared plus 4. Okay, so it looks like this. And you're not even going to have to draw by hand. You're just going to have to be able to match it up. So it's going to be a multiple choice. It's going to be a multiple choice, so just make sure you pick the one that looks the most like it. Again, pay attention to where it crosses. It looks like it crosses the y-axis right here at +4. It crosses the x-axis. I don't know, is that a little bit in front of -1, a little bit after +1? 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 3.7 or so. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to any point where something interesting happens. Points of interest.